How's it going tonight, guys? I got most of my stuff moved up here. I've made a couple changes to the pack. If anybody's using the pack, let me know, and I will update the Dropbox link. I haven't changed a whole lot, so unless somebody's actually using it, I'm not going to worry about changing it right now. The main thing that changed, I add Java in mainly just because I need a dolly to move. This is so much of a pain in the butt trying to move chests without it. I've gotten so used to it. So I'm going to make one of those and move my chests up here. The main thing I need to tell you guys about that isn't a change but was my screw up last time that I figured out right after I quit recording is the crop analyzer has an internal buffer, an internal battery. Even though you don't use one to craft it, it holds 100K. And I didn't realize that the battery going down was because the battery was filling the internal buffer. Also, the last step, there is 4 steps to a seed bag, takes, I think, a full RE battery worth of power. Let's see, it's draining, but it's draining into here. Now, what I consider quite dumb is even though this thing has an internal battery, you cannot stick it into a bat box to charge it. Once it gets done draining this battery, I'll show you. So you come in here, and you cannot place it there. Which my guess is because it doesn't have a freaking battery. Now, unless that is a recent change, or it's because I was using a advanced backpack last time, so it was charging a lot quicker. I actually put the advanced backpack right in here, so it was able to charge pretty quickly. They do show their stats on the seed, and if I put this in here, you'll see it took no power to actually read it, so it will read it after it's done. So this is a potato seed, has a growth of 2, a gain of 3, and a resistance of 3, which means the growth is 2 out of 10, I do believe. That is how quickly the crop will mature. The gain is the chance of getting a drop or multiple drops. And the resistance is if weeds will overtake them or you walking on them will kill them, things like that. I do believe you can get the growth and gain and resistance up really super high. I think Axel said he gets his up to 50. So after you get to 10, that's, bonus above vanilla, or hell, I don't know. This is why I haven't done a crop video yet, because I really don't know a whole lot about this stuff, and I don't want to put the wrong information out there. But you can see it's yellow, food, and potato are its attributes. So I want to actually try to put a potato with a flower and see if that will help me to get to gold, because see, indigo has the same type of flower stem as what gold and iron and that stuff does. So I'm going to take out this melon here, and I'm going to put potato in there and see if that gives me, I need to go get a crop stick, see if that gives me a better chance at getting gold. Because on the Gregtech 5 server, I've gotten just about every advanced crop there is, but I cannot get gold. And it's not that I'm really trying to get it, or that I even need to get it. It's just I'm trying to get one of each thing in case somebody on the server needs a particular crop for something. I'll have them sitting waiting on them. But now that I got that done, while this is doing its thing here, let's check out this nether wart. Or, yep, that's a nether wart. So the first one took 0.01 because I had 10k in there. So very little, just to tell you what its name is. See, I was telling you nether wart is a higher tier. It's tier 5. And that one took nothing for power. And that tells you it was discovered by Notch. It's vanilla. This one took about a full KEU. And that tells you it's red nether, and its ingredient is soul sand. So now we put that in, and that took 9k. So it does take quite a bit to do it. And that tells me we've got a grow of 1, a gain of 0, and a resistance of 0. So this is a really crappy nether wart. There's going to be very little chance that we'll get a gain off of it. There'll be no resistance whatsoever to things messing it up. Weeds taking it over, things like that. Just a pretty all-around crappy seed. And I hate the fact that this thing automatically goes if there isn't. I wish it would stack. But that's what I've learned with the crop analyzer. And I've decided that this is going to kind of be my farm area. I'm going to leave my farm stuff down here. And I don't have a sword on me right now, so I'm not going to fight this guy. Hopefully my crop stick doesn't turn to weeds on me. Get in here and make me a sword. And yeah, I got some cobble. Need to... Actually, you know what? What am I doing trying to make a steel sword? Keep forgetting. The other day when I was in the nether, I ran into a great big pocket of lava right in my... where the hell did I put it? In my iron vein I have down there. So I made a whole bunch of sword blades. Oh, there's my actual sword. I made a bunch of sword blades, a bunch of pick heads, and some shovel heads. So I got them when I need them. I put almond molds over here and my wrench for my monkey wrench, my pipe wrench, for changing them. I like these because you can pretty much see what each one of the molds is if you can remember what the shape is. And I got this here, so hopefully I won't forget to put it on. I've made my steps here, and I'm thinking about putting these over here above my metal ingots. I'm not sure yet how much I'm gonna like it. I decided once I got in here that I'm still a little strapped for room, even though I've got a lot more room than I had down there. It's still a little confining. I've only hooked up one of these for right now. I did find out that I hooked up the 2 high pressures with my industrial steam engine, and they overheated. They actually create too much steam for this thing to just sit and run, even with just 1 barrel of creosote. I also noticed something that I really don't like. I actually put a issue into Blue Sunshine about it. If you take a hammer and you set this to auto out to the bottom, and then you break it and you put it on a pipe or a fluid hopper, it will change back to nothing. And you can't hit them like you can with a thermal expansion to change it. So basically what I was having to do was change this pipe out. So that's why I chose to make this fluid hopper, just so I don't have to waste durability so much on an axe or something like that to change this. And I was thinking that, well, maybe it's just because it's not a immersive engineering thing. So I thought, well, maybe I'll just put a barrel on there and leave it, and then when I put a new barrel on top, it'll automatically connect to it. Nope, don't do that either. So pretty much I got to break that out every time. I'm hoping he will update it and fix that. But I'm going to set this running again. I'm going to make some pipes. I'm going to make me 1 more steam engine to put between these 2. And hopefully the 2 steam engines off of 3 boilers will be able to run pretty constant without overheating. But I'm going to hook up some pipes to come from over here, or from over here over to here, to help supply steam over here when I need it. And then I can just use the wrench to do this and disconnect it when I need to. But I'm getting a lot of brown limonite done right now, so I can get some iron made up. Let's see. I came up here to get a sword so I could kill that guy. Oh, while I'm up here, I want to do a little bit of testing with stuff, since I have some different mods in here that I haven't used this with before. Iron. I'm going to go ahead and make my dolly and do a little testing with it and see if I can move like factorization barrels. No. So I can't move them. That kind of stinks. And give me that. I also want to see if I can move the drawers with it. Come out here and check on my crops here. Alright, everything is going good. No weeds. I do that so often, I forget to check on them, and then I get weeds and lose all my stuff. And it really kind of perturbs me. But that's part of dealing with them. I really hate this mouse wheel. Alright, can we move these? Nope. Okay, so I can use this to move my chests, but I can't move the other things. But what I can do is, let me drop these two off for a minute and grab me 3 of these and 1 of these. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just make another crafting table because I'm going to need one down here. Anyways, I took the one out of here thinking I wasn't going to need it. But you never know, since this is going to be my farming area. I'm going to make a thing of tape. Now, supposedly, I can apply this to the drawer and then break the drawer and it will hold its content. So let's see if it works. Oh, you can see the tape still rendered on it. I also want to make one of those sorting drawer things. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about when I get up top here. And see if they will connect to any of my other barrel types, or if they will only connect to their own. But I'm not going to do that in this video. Alright, so I place it and the tape automatically comes off, but it is holding its content. So that's good. And it looks like the tape actually has a durability to it, so I can use it 8 times. So one recipe will work for 8 set of drawers. That's good. Now I can get all this stuff moved, and actually that drawer I moved, I probably didn't need to move, because that's not really stuff I need upstairs there, but who cares. Mainly, these things here are going to come out. I'm going to make, let me look here. I'm probably going to make these regular drawers, the single drawers. These here, they hold 32 stacks. If you look at like my brown laminate here, or is that bauxite? That's bauxite. Brown laminite's down there. I got 4 stacks in it. I got 12 stacks in that one. So a regular drawer should work. Plus I can hook it up to that sorter thingy. Drawer controller interacts with a bank of connected drawers. This is the thing I was just talking about. I'm going to make one of these and try it out in the next one. But I'm probably going to move all of my ores to those single ones. And things like mob drops are either going to go to single ones or they will go in barrels. I also configured my Java barrels to only allow 1 upgrade or 2 upgrades. So I can do the wood one and the Let's see. Upgrade. I can only make these. Oh, wait a minute. Why is it saying I can make... Oh, that's the storage drawer upgrade. That's why. Because I'm a dumbass. Okay, so where's the Java ones? Redstone. Maybe they're not called... I thought they were called upgrades. Let's look here. Java. Okay. Oh, yeah, they're structural. So, Mach 1, Mach 2 cannot make any of the higher ones. So, wood and iron is all we get. And because we can't break spawners in this, in case anybody wants to play with this pack and wants to have spawners for something, I did leave this in. I will probably never make one or use one, but it's there if anybody wants it. Let's see. I do believe I can move my bookshelf. Yep, I can use my bookshelf, move my bookshelf with it. And I know I can move all my chests. I wonder, I know it doesn't really matter because they, yeah, I was going to say, they hold their content, so it doesn't really matter if they do or not, but I was just wondering if they would. And there may be a later update out that allows more things to be moved with it, but I think the actual mod itself has to allow it, not Java to change it. I haven't looked for a Java update in a long time. Everything's working just fine for me, so I figure there's no reason to update it. Show you my books here. I did get a book finally for Gregtech. I got the large one. That tells you every material known to Gregtech at the time that you open the book. And this one is the smelting one that I needed. This is the one that tells you all about heat source and the crucible itself, the molds, and then it actually tells you smelting stuff, shaping things, and then how to make the molds and all the different mold shapes. I went through this one in my first bronze video, and I'm going to go through it now because this one has more in it. I didn't have, there's a small gear which I need to get. The other one I don't believe had the universal spade. I know it didn't have the double axe. I don't think it had the saw, but it might have. And there's a file, screwdriver, chisel, arrow, hoe, and the scythe and plow. So there's all of those if anybody needs them. And I'll show you this big one just in case anybody ain't seen it. I'm not going through everything. But basically it tells you your alloys here, what's needed to make them, what the melting point is, the boiling point, how many it makes. You really don't need this if you have NEI because all of that information is in NEI, but it's there. And I thought this said all the actual stuff in it, but I guess it just says alloys. It's been a while since I actually looked through this book. So this is all the alloys that you can currently make. I guess one good thing about the book that NEI might not be so easy for is to tell you what all alloys you can make. I'd like to thank everybody that watched Junior's first time-lapse video. He broke 100 views on it, and he is quite excited and actually looking forward to doing our next one. He learned a lot from it. Things to change and do better, do different next time. Oh yeah, I want to try this too. Daggone it. I was hoping we could move them. I need to talk to Greg about that. See if there's a way to make it so we can move them. Good thing is we can move these, which means I can get the rest of the distilled water, if there is any, out of here, and I can save the little bit I got, which is very much. Oh, duh. Turn the freaking pipe on. Keep forgetting about that new feature. I like it, but I keep forgetting about it. Alright, so I can get the rest of my distilled water out of the pipe, and then I can pull the rest of my pipes out of here. I put my nether rack underneath here so I could actually start doing this. I want to get this steel scrap I found made, but I haven't turned it on yet. Kind of upset with Rakia right now. I put in a second request to add his mods to my mod pack, and I have no issue if there's no reason he should have blown up. Daggone it. I lost my gate. I have no issue with a mod maker that has an issue with me or the way I, do things, the way I say things, whatever. But, decent human courtesy would say you at least, answer them when they say something to you. And he don't even have enough decency to do that. So it's kind of pissing me off. So I'm going to give it another couple days, give him the opportunity. He might be busy. I know he has been posting things on the forum, and that's where I left the message at. But I'm going to give him a couple more days, and if he doesn't answer me, I'm just going to put the damn thing in there, because I really don't care. I'm only doing it to be polite, because I don't really see where he can do anything to stop me from putting it in there. Only doing it because he requested people not do it unless they got permission. But if he doesn't want me to put it in there, he could at least say, no, I would prefer you not. And if he'd say that, I'd understand and I wouldn't put it in. But just to not answer me, that's, bullshit. So I'll fix my mess and I'll make a new gate to put in there later. For right now, I'll just take this out and drop it in there when I leave. And that's it. My rant's over. I'm going to let you guys go for the night. I took last night off, and I'm actually thinking I might start doing that on Sundays, just taking one day off a week for people that don't get a chance to watch everything that I put out that week, because I know putting out 2 episodes a day every day, one Gregtech, one the other one non-Gregtech stuff, is a lot for people to watch, and I know that some people don't get a chance to watch the whole episode because, like, this one's 30 minutes. Some people ain't got a whole 30 minutes to watch. Some people choose not to watch the whole thing, or, whatever. So I think I'm just gonna start taking Sundays off. Might live stream every now and then on a Sunday, just to, if I have something that I want to do, or if I get bored and something like that. But just thought I'd let you guys know that I'm probably going to start taking Sunday off, just to give myself a day to relax, and it'll also give me an extra day to, get things done. With Gregtech, as most of you will know, there's a lot of time involved in getting things done, and putting out an episode every day can be a little bit of a pain. Trying to make sure you get everything done to do that episode. And I don't usually have a problem with it, but every now and then you run into somewhere, and I don't like just taking a random day off, and y'all being expecting a video and it not being there. So from now on, probably don't expect one on Saturday. If you get one, it's a bonus. But anyways, take it easy. Have a good one. And I will see you guys tomorrow.